If you would like to donate or volunteer, please call 310-981-6377 or email them at feedingourfriends05@gmail.com. feedingourfriends05@gmail.com. It's the 15th anniversary of Feeding Our Friends on the Outside, Sunday, November 10th from noon until 11129 South Central Avenue in Los Angeles. For more information, call 310-981-6377. 310-981-6377. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
First things first.
First things first, it's the DU General, Money B. I'ma put you up on the schedule, 6 to 9, 8 weekdays, not 2 and 7 years. We got a lot to talk about, so much to pedal through. Unapologetically progressive. Tune to KBLA 1580 to get the mess. We're your ancestors' favorite radio station. First black on talk radio, left side of the nation. Me and Dominique DiPrima go way back. Tag Smiley making sure the station stays black. Discussing all the issues in our community. We're hosted black and brown and others find unity. So let's talk about it. Maybe we can improve it. Digital underground, always down with the movement. So we tune in to First Things First with the Queen of Black Talk Radio, Dominique DiPrima. Go sis.
First things first.
KBLA Talk 1580. Good morning and God bless. I'm Dominique DiPrima. This show is called First Things First, and my first thing today and every day, especially today, giving thanks, giving praises, asking for blessings from God, asking for the blessings of the ancestors and the elders. And let's go. We most certainly have a lot to talk about. So I'm pretty sure you know how this goes by now, but we're going the way we go almost every day around here. Hour one will look local. What's going on the left coast, the only remaining blue wall? What's going on the Pacific Ocean side of town? Hour two, we go national, international, and beyond. And in the third hour, we do a deep dive with a person or persons of interest. Mostly today, it will be me, you, and this microphone unpacking what happened in the historic 2024 election. So all that's local touches the national, all that's national touches the local, but we're certainly going to look at some of the down ballot races that we haven't had a chance to talk about. We got off the air here on KBLA, myself and Tavis Smiley, at 10 o'clock last night, trying to ride it out and see if we could see any trend line, any changes. But as of this morning, CNN, Associated Press, and many others have called Donald J. Trump as the winner of the presidency. He will become the first non-consecutively re-elected president, the first convicted felon to be president in the history of the United States, first adjudicated rapist to become the president of the United States, and many, many other firsts. We'll get into that, and I welcome your phone calls. Let's talk it out. Let's hug it out. Let's thug it out. 800-920-1580. 800-920-1580. I've got good news and I've got bad news. There were some highlights, positive highlights throughout the evening, both locally and nationally, and some what I would consider disastrous results. We don't black down, and I gotta say this: don't blame Black America. Black men and women were resoundingly united in backing Vice President Kamala Harris. Um, Black men and women resoundingly united at 85%. Black women even higher than that. The people that have elected Donald Trump, President of the United States, are white people. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. Uh, let's call a diamond a diamond. We have now officially entered the age of oligarchy, whether it lasts 4 years or 400. Why do I say that? Well, the billionaires have prevailed. Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, allegedly Donald Trump. I say allegedly because I'm not sure he's a billionaire, but he will be certainly now because he knows how to work and milk the office of the presidency. And here's the thing. We know that there's probably a lot of shenanigans. We saw them throwing out votes. We saw them putting election boards in place. But the difference is that, and I believe some astounding shenanigans will come to light over the next few months, certainly over the next year. But here's the difference. Democrats will hand over the White House, hand over the steering wheel, so to speak, peacefully. So that's on the good news side. And there's more. There's more locally. I mean, certainly, we are celebrating, the first time ever in U.S. history that 2 black women will be in the Senate, albeit in the Senate in a Republican-dominated Senate. So I'd love to hear from you, 800-920-1580, 800-920-1580. How do you process this moment? What do you see as the way forward? Certainly, we'll go over what we have as far as results here locally, because this is typically my Left Coast hour, but you are welcome to call in about whatever you want to call in about this morning. Of course, we have caller amnesty on a day like today. Anybody, if you've called in the past and in this, Monday, I guess it would be this week, and you want to call in today, the phone lines are open, 800-920-1580, 800-920-1580. You are welcome. As I said, amnesty prevails. And I'm seeing some conciliatory rhetoric from some of the major networks, of course. You won't hear that here, at least not from me. I remember in 2016, one of my beloved relatives said to me, no new white friends. That was her takeaway from the 2016 election. And no new white friends is what she said then. Well, this election's got me giving my old white friends the side eye, okay, and relatives. I told you about the conversation I had with one of my own relatives who is white, because, I am, my mom's white, and of course it's not her. May she rest in peace. She's turning over in her grave right now. Who had gone MAGA. And how dismaying that was. This is a person who has black relatives and is actually married to someone who's not white. And I was just completely unable to get through what I see as a cult. But, love to hear your thoughts. Folks are already in the chat. Jacqueline Anderson saying, good morning, Dominique and KBLA delegation. What a sad day in America. Just praying for Madam VP Kamala Harris and her family. She fought a great fight and did it with class. Let's heal our wounds. Yeah, we're going to heal our wounds and we're going to fight on. Luckily, the electoral vote, the actual ballot, is just one of the ways that we fight in this country. We fight through protest, we fight through petition, through organizing, issue by issue, block by block. And I think we'll review what Dr. Gerald Horne said, not last time, but the time before that he was on, about what is the plan should Trump win. I want to go to Anthony calling from Hollywood. Good morning, Anthony.
Good morning. Good morning. Sad day in America. I can't believe it. This has shown me that it's okay to talk to people the way you want to, treat people the way you want to, and just give a pass for white people to treat black and brown people the way they want. And this morning, I actually woke up and I saw the news, and I just came straight to the gym. Right now, I'm actually in the jacuzzi. Came for a swim, and I keep coming out of the water thinking that it's a dream still, or we're gonna see some numbers. But as I keep going for that next swim, it's becoming more and more real to me that this is what's happening.
I mean, for you, does it feel like 2016, or does it feel like a new kind of surreal?
It reminds me of 2016 times 2.
Yeah.
Because now it shows everyone that you can treat anyone the way you want. You can make fun of anyone the way you want. You can downgrade people. And this is just a pass. And I'm scared.
Well, in 2016, we could say some people didn't know what they were getting, right? Now you know what you're getting. You saw the Madison Square Garden rally, and you're okay with that. And I know that people are going to be calling for unity and blah 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 because that's what Dems do. I'm for humanity, but I'm not going to unite with fascists.
Exactly.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to unite with people who are misogynist, who mean me harm, and mean my loved ones harm.
And my Latino brothers and sisters, I can't believe it. What did they do? What did you guys do? Come on. Now we got to live with this for the next 4 years. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I wasn't even going to go there because, but since you brought it up, I mean, it looks like a lot of, that's where a lot of the growth happened for Trump. I mean, white people, men and women, especially the men, overwhelmingly voted red. And this is a red wave. I mean, I call it a red wedding because I'm a Game of Thrones person. It's more of a red wedding than a red wave. But whatever you want to call it, Latinos appear to have really broken for Trump. So, I mean, look, it's hard for me to understand that. And it sounds like you don't either as a Latino. I don't. And I think I'm just going to go back underneath the water to deal with this. All right. Well, look, the 23rd Psalm, whether you're a Christian or not, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
Amen.
He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. That's the psalm for me today. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will live in the house of the Lord forever. Okay? I'll be saying that all day long. And also alternating with Kendrick Lamar. We gonna be all right. Our ancestors faced worse, Anthony. And they kept fighting. So who are we to do anything else but keep fighting? Look, all are welcome. 800-920-1580. 800-920-1580. We're KBLA Talk 1580. We're unapologetically progressive. And you know what else? We don't black down.
She's reclaiming her time on KBLA Talk 1580. More First Things First with Dominique DiPrima when we come forward. Are you you an entrepreneur looking to take your business to new heights? KBLA Talk 1580 is your partner in success. Every day, we celebrate and elevate Black-owned businesses across our community. Our KBLA SMB Marketplace currently features The Cookie Dip, Badass Bakes, Hair Concoction, Higher Education Accreditation Consulting, LACC Radiology Technology Department, and Malik Books. Your business deserves to be heard. Let KBLA Talk 1580 amplify your voice and connect you with our powerful community of listeners. Email smb@kbla1580.com today. That's smb@kbla1580.com. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black. We've got a lot to talk about.
I'm Reverend Gerald, the life coach. Is someone you love struggling with addiction and mental illness? Is improving your family's health important? Want to leave a legacy that your family can grow? Are you ready to enhance your perception of life experiences? Then wake up weekends at 7 a.m. with Urban Family Focus and get the wisdom, opportunity, resources, and motivation to live your best life. Join the conversation on Urban Family Focus Saturday and Sunday at 7 a.m.
Unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got your black.
Eggs are a staple in our diets, and there's only one egg with more delicious farm fresh taste plus superior nutrition. Eggland's Best. With more vitamins, including 6 times more vitamin D and 10 times more vitamin E, plus 25% less saturated fat than ordinary eggs. Available in so many delicious varieties. Classic, cage-free, and organic. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-550-9651.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-550-9651. That's 800-550-9651.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Your ancestors' favorite radio station, and your favorite morning show host. Let's get back to Dominique DiPrima right now.
Right now, I'm feeling so not alone this morning because everybody's weighing in, calling and checking in. And like I said, we'll go through some of these local races. I'll give you one top line if you need a palate refresher this morning. Kevin De Leon is losing. Okay, yeah, they're still counting votes. Most of these local measures and races will not be decided, although Nathan Hochman is the new district attorney. Speaking of Trumpy things, that happened. Prop 36 passed. That happened. Black people, get ready to, we're it's stop and frisk season. It's, I don't want to say Daryl Gates. We might not have gone all the way back there, but definitely we're time traveling to the 90s in terms of the choices that LA County has made and California has even made. Even though I called it a blue wall and we've had some victories, we definitely are in blacklash. Okay, let's go to Byron calling us from the South Bay. Hi, Byron.
Good morning, KBLA family. Wow, what a day, huh?
Yep.
Well, kind of at a loss for words right now, but, like I've heard a lot of people say, not really too surprised, but definitely disappointed.
You're not surprised? I am surprised. I thought Kamala Harris was going to win.
I thought she had a great chance of winning, but just listening to a lot of people and I think this society, we've become so accustomed to instant gratification. And Trump with his, I'm going to change everything overnight. As soon as I become president, your checking account is going to be fat and your debt is going to go away. And I think a lot of people just fell for it. A lot of people they drank the Kool-Aid, and here we are.
Well, 50 Cent said he's leaving with the winner. And I know that there's a lot of opportunists and billionaires whose bank accounts will get fatter. But I'm really working on staying balanced right now, Byron, because there is definitely a part of me that if you voted for him and you're an immigrant, or you voted for him and you're a justice impacted person, do not come crying to me when he locks you up. Do not come crying to me when he sends you, deports you. I know that's wrong. God forgive me. But I just feel like, y'all did that.
Absolutely. When they privatize Social Security and your granny can't get her check and everything else, when you can't teach your kids African American studies, when it's just some dark days ahead. I think we have to keep the faith, stay grounded, and the fight continues, people. And we best hope that he stays healthy, because you do not want President J.D. Vance. Exactly. Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
we got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, we do, and that part isn't new, right? I mean, we had a lot of work to do, even if Kamala Harris would have won. It's just, to me, Byron, one of the most disheartening things is the fact that he appears to have won the popular vote, which he did not do in 2016.
It makes you question a lot of people's moral compasses right now, and I really have to. Some of my friends, I'm born and raised in South LA. 5 minutes up the street from USC. A lot of my friends that I grew up with were really, championing this dude, and I just couldn't understand it for the life of me. Like, I just could not get beyond it. But I think it speaks to where we are as a country. There's a lot of influences, a lot of factors that I think have blinded people to what's really going on. So people, we need to take off them blinders and,
Can we secede? Can the state of California secede? And then all the MAGA folks here, can y'all just go to Montana or one of those, that vast swath of red in the middle? Can we just have California for reparations? We'll take California, y'all take all that red, right? And we
need something of our own.
Oh,
we need something of our own.
Can we
do?
Yeah. Can we just have nice things? We'll take Cali.
Absolutely.
A whole bunch of us here already. Well, I appreciate the call, Byron. And we fight on.
Yeah.
We fight on just like our ancestors did.
And everybody stay safe out there. Stay safe. There's going to be a lot of emboldened people, not to, spark anything, but just stay safe.
Absolutely. Appreciate the call, Byron. We're going to go to Terry, calling us from L.A. Good morning, Terry. Terry, you there?
Yes.
Okay, go on. You have the mic.
God bless her soul. But God bless her soul. The thing is, she wasn't going to win. She would not tell her policy. She scared black women about abortions. Would she tell a lie?
Black women overwhelmingly voted for Kamala Harris. Terry, you're
did.
welcome to call and
Yes,
gloat,
they
but
did.
don't tell lies. Okay, so here's the thing, Terry. You voted for the guy, right?
Yeah.
Trump.
Can I talk real quick?
This is my show still, so yes, you can talk, but you have to answer questions and actually have a conversation. You just don't
Yes, ma'am.
If you want to do a monologue, try that on Fox News. Okay, so
Yes, ma'am,
you voted for him, and now you're ready to take responsibility for his policies.
Yes.
Okay, what are you most looking?
Can I say something?
Yes, what are you most looking forward to, Terry?
Donald Trump is a convicted criminal.
We know
my
that.
people vote for a convicted criminal. What does that tell you? Change. The country going in the right way. All she's gonna do is adopt Joe Biden.
Okay,
policy,
you won. You won. Now say what. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. What are you so happy about today? Since you helped do this, yeah.
Okay, what I'm so happy about, she didn't lay out a policy. Y'all don't understand what she was going to do.
Okay, bye, Terry. You're doing the same thing that you did before the election, which is just saying talking points because you have nothing. Give me one policy, and all you can talk about is why you hate Kamala Harris. That's not what I asked you. All right, let's go to Bryce calling us from Minnesota. Good morning, Bryce.
Good morning, ma'am. I saw the returns last night, and everything that I believed in this country has now failed me and probably you and the rest of your callers calling in this morning. I wanted to become involved in politics, but now I don't want to because this man got elected. There is no hope.
Maybe it's the
Because he got
opposite,
elected.
Bryce. I mean, maybe we need you more than ever.
I don't know right now.
Yeah. Well,
Because-
okay, but I mean, and I feel your pain because I couldn't sleep last night. I look a hot mess.
Yeah, I couldn't think either.
I'm very stressed, but at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, what if our ancestors would have said, these white people, they're here for slavery, so I give up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then we wouldn't be anywhere. I guess you're right. But I don't think we have a democracy anymore. We voted in a man who launched a coup for you. Forgive me, my apologies.
We're not going to take the blame for this.
No, we don't. We shouldn't. But they allowed him into the White House. We didn't. And right now we don't have a democracy, and this man can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants, with whoever.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. He's been given immunity. No, I'm not mad. I'm speaking truth to power. Somebody, Azar Malik, says I'm mad. And somebody else calling it a one-sided show. It says it right here, unapologetically progressive. There are thousands of talk radio stations in this country owned by billionaires that are all white, all right, all day and all night. If that's what you want, go there. Can we have nice things? There's 5 black-owned talk radio stations in this country. This is the only one west of the Mississippi. If you don't like it, peace out. I'm sorry, Bryce. Go ahead. We're just a few seconds away from news, traffic, and sports, but we'll continue the conversation on the other side.
More of First Things First with Dominique DiPrima when we come forward.
I'm Bree Wood with 4 things you should know from BIN News. Our election coverage continues with Vice President Kamala Harris expected to speak this morning after losing her Democratic bid to become the first woman in the Oval Office. Abortion rights protections were passed in 8 U.S. states on Tuesday. Arizona, Colorado, Nebraska, Maryland, Missouri, Montana, Nevada, and New York all passed measures that would amend their state constitutions to establish a woman's right to abortion. World leaders are congratulating Donald Trump over Tuesday's victory. Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky said on X that he appreciated Trump's commitment to peace through strength, and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called Trump's victory a powerful recommitment to the great alliance between Israel and the U.S. And switching gears, Hurricane Rafael is barreling toward Cuba and could be headed toward the U.S. Rafael is now the 11th hurricane of the 2024 season and one of the few to happen in November. Get BIN News on demand 24/7 at BINnews.com.
Lowe's knows you want to get more value for the holiday. That's why, as a My Lowe's Rewards member, you get new member deals every week on everyday essentials, tools, and more. Program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for full details, subject to change.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
Paul George is back in town. The former Clippers star will be in the lineup tonight for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Clippers and Sixers are meeting up tonight at the Intuit Dome. George signed with the Sixers as a free agent in the summer after playing 5 years with the Clippers. The Clippers won't have to worry about Sixers center Joel Embiid. The NBA suspended Embiid for 3 games for shoving a columnist Saturday in the Sixers locker room. Embiid was upset with Marcus Hayes of the Philadelphia Inquirer for a column he wrote about Embiid. The suspension will cost Embiid $1.63 million. The Lakers are at Memphis tonight, final game of a 5-game road trip. The Lakers are 1-3 on the trip. Dodger star Shohei Ohtani underwent surgery Tuesday to repair a torn labrum muscle in his left shoulder. Ohtani hurt his shoulder sliding into second base in Game 2 of the World Series. The Dodgers said Ohtani will be ready for spring training. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson on KBLA Talk 1580.
November is Youth Hope Month, shining a light on young people facing homelessness. Yearly 4.2 million experience homelessness in the U.S. Sanctuary of Hope is here to help. Join us November 4th through the 9th for education on Instagram and come out to our in-person event November 11th, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Aura Cafe in Lamert Park. We will have conversations on host homes. Learn how to turn your spare room into a safe haven for a young adult in transition. Receive training and financial support. Visit thesoh.org. That's thesoh.org. Let's bring hope to our youth this November.
If you're an adult in need of accredited high school diploma, the Los Angeles Public Library can help. You can earn one for free in as few as 5 months online with 24/7 access. You also get a personal academic coach plus special training focused on 9 in-demand industries, as well as a resume and cover letter to advance your career. Visit the website at lapl.org/diploma. That's lapl.org/diploma.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SNAP to get an extra 35 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SNAP for a 35 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SNAP for a 35 cents per gallon bonus.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Thanks for waking up with Dominique DiPrima on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yes, indeed. Well, everybody's up, and I guess I'm not the only one that couldn't sleep, or maybe you have to be at work early. 800-920-1580. That's the number to call if you want to talk about it. Let's talk about it. You know, I'm going to keep saying it. We fight on. Our ancestors have faced much worse. Who would we to be giving up? I was not kidding when I told Tavis last night. He asked me my first takeaway that, you know, maybe I should retire from radio just because I don't want to listen to that man's voice for 4 more years. Like that alone is enough to stress me out. But I'm team stay and fight. When people say I'm moving here, I'm moving there. No. Our ancestors worked 12 generations for no pay, built this country into a superpower. You're not getting rid of me that easy. We fight on. Okay, Bryce, I wanted to let you land because we ran up against the break there with the news, traffic, and sports break. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Excuse me, I'm eating something, so forgive me if I'm mumbling my voice. But what this shows that America got what it deserves. You know, we most likely deserve this kind of thing. We still fight on. You are right. I guess I don't want to lose hope too quickly, but still, the nation got what we deserve.
Well,
I love this country.
And here's another thing, Bryce. And I'll let you finish, but here's another thing. If this man and his cohorts, because he had, the fascist Stephen Miller on stage with them and all kinds of the usual suspects. If they actually move forward with implementing Project 2025, which I believe they will, this revolution, rebellion, protest, a mini revolution. I don't know. It's not just going. It ain't over. This conversation is not over. I just don't think a lot of Americans are going to take all of the fascist so-called reforms lying down. I don't see it, even though enough, he reportedly won the popular vote.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess we got to look what the rebellion is going to look like. What's the resistance to his fascism and his autocracy that he implements? Because he's going to implement whatever he wants. The House has gone to the Republicans. I believe that completely. I ain't going to hold my breath for the House, but, it is what it is, but still, he won. He won because people really don't care about having a fascist in the White House. People really don't care about that. People only care about money, material things.
I'm laughing to keep from crying, but Bryce, I think people think that when we said fascism, it was hyperbole, and they about to FAFO. Yeah. Well, I appreciate the call, Bryce. Hope you'll call me again. We'll be here for you, and unless the the vengeance police march in. And by the way, if I die in custody, it wasn't suicide, just for the record.
No.
Just for the record, because we fight on, as far as I'm concerned. We fight on. Harriet Tubman, and my father and others did not take us this far for no reason. Let's go to Trevor, calling us from Culver City. Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning. I have a couple of things to say. I'm not sure how long you've given me the opportunity to talk, but let's not forget that Kamala Harris couldn't even answer the question about Prop 36 in California, how she was going to vote on that.
Okay, so you won. What are you happy about? What policies are you happy about? What are you excited about? Why are you still saying weak talking points about Kamala Harris? You're supposed to be talking about your glorious victory and the great things that lie ahead.
Okay. The great things that lie ahead is gas prices will come down. Energy prices will come down. My electricity bill will come down. The interest rate on my house will come down. What it takes to keep a family, my insurance rates that have gone through the roof the last 4 years, all of that's going to come down. I'll have more money in my pocket, and I will make you a promise. In 4 years, I will call you back, and I hope you're still on the radio then. I don't want you to quit. I've been there when we lost elections in the past, and I've been on the losing end before. I know it sucks.
I've been on the losing side before, but this isn't just an election. Okay. We're talking about a man who's got a blueprint for authoritarianism. No. It is not just an election. As I told my relative who voted Trump, this isn't just an election. This is much more than that.
But Dominique, he was in office for 4 years, and everything that you guys said he would do that was evil and fascist, he did not do.
He did it. He did a few. He did do a few of them. All right, Trevor. Thank you for calling, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you in 4 years or sooner, when those rosy predictions come true. So I guess you're saying he's not going to do the tariffs because I don't see how prices are coming down if he follows through with that policy. Going to Kwamel, calling us from Gardena. Good morning, Kwamel.
Girl, I'll tell you. It's such a huge deconstruction to have to do. Sorry, Trevor. There's no way things are just going to magically come down because that guy's in office. The companies that you think are going to bring that stuff down just got their guy. They're just going to keep on doing what they're doing. So that's to address that. To the Terry point, it's hilarious that somehow they cannot pivot to what the great againness is going to be. Neither one of them could do that. They kept on with the anti stuff and the bashing, as if to say that's all it's ever going to be, just kind of like this in your face, on the libs thing. And a lot of it, I think, that's why I was talking about the troll vote thing. I think a lot of it is all that was for. Just put him in anyway. Watch him do all the stuff he threatened, and just own the libs because it's all going to go to heck in the hand.
Own the
anyway.
libs, exactly.
Yeah, you know, like just the utter silliness. Just own anyone to the left of them, or own anyone that didn't want this incompetent, utter nincompoop back in office. And I really wonder what the resistance is going to be like, and if folks have the stuff for it. So that's a monster right there. Now, one thing I did want to say on a sad note, or actually a few things. So I'm getting some stuff off. I feel like I was growing to like Harris, and I'm sad that we're probably never going to hear from her again. You know what I mean? Like,
right, unless we secede, unless California secedes from the Union and she becomes the president of the Republic of California. Can it be a black republic, by the way? Can we just get this state in reparations and you can have the other 49 and we'll deport all the MAGA people to Pennsylvania, your new headquarters? I mean, there is no blue wall, at least not in 2024, right?
Right. And that does remind me. One, I don't think Trump will set foot in California.
He will, Kwame. He's coming for the money. They always come with their hands out. We are the sugar daddy for all these red states that voted for him, and so they have to come here. This is where the gold is.
Yeah, it's gonna be real stupid. But I do have to wonder also about those black folks that like to bump off and move to Texas and places. I wonder if people have instantly reconsidered that. Not saying that they don't have a right to move wherever they see fit or wherever they feel like it may be cheaper, but it's just interesting to think on how this may affect trends like that. Two final things. I'm sad about Chauncey Glover from Channel 2 and Channel 9.
Yeah.
Died however he died.
Very young.
I heard,
yeah.
Yeah. And I walked by their booth at Taste of Soul, and I could have stood in line for a chance to meet the brother, and I didn't make the choice to do that. So yeah, it was just part of a whole rough day yesterday, and so sorry to the folks back in Houston and folks over here. Lastly, the Prop 36 thing, I think, just tells us everything we need to know about what kind of right-wing revenge is being gotten on us. But at least Kevin De Leon is getting his comeuppance, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
So
right now she's winning by 10 points. So if that holds, well, it's going to be a good thing. And so far, Prop 6 is defying expectations and winning. I mean, it's a low bar, eliminating slavery. But hey, I mean, it was polling to be losing. So the fact that it's up 52 to 48 is actually a bright spot here for the state of California, Kwame.
Indeed. Even though lastly, like it kind of shows with the other props, like with the 33-34 split and the 36-16, like, ooh, these boys are petty. They petty.
Yeah.
Bringing in Trump and all this, it's pettiness all around. But I thank you for your time, Dominique.
I thank you for calling.
I look forward to how we do resist.
Oh yeah, we fight on. That's what we do. Look, Kwame called 800-920-1580. I invite you to do the same. We got the phone lines open all morning. It's me, you, the microphone, telephone. Let's talk each other off the ledge. Let's figure it out. That's what we're here to do. We are still and always unapologetically progressive, KBLA Talk 1580, and we don't black down.
KBLA Talk 1580 is an intervention. When we come forward, includes you. KBLA Talk 1580, turning pain into power.
Have you heard of the 50-30-20 rule? This can help you spend and save your money wisely. So, how does it work? Distribute your dollars into 3 buckets. 50% towards needs, 30% towards your wants, and 20% goes to savings. Use this tool to help your journey to financial success. Sponsored by J.P. Morgan Chase & Company.
Add confidence to every holiday adventure and get it done with a rugged and capable Chevy truck or SUV. Find your red tag. Get 0% APR financing for 36 months on select popular Chevy models when you finance with GM Financial. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Offer available on all 2025 Equinox and 2024 Silverado, Equinox EV, Blazer EV, and Silverado EV models. Monthly payment is $28.60 for every $1,000 you finance. Example down payment 22.2%. Must finance with GM Financial. Some customers may not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 12/2/24.
Dr. Renee here. Did you know this time of year is considered peak asthma season because we typically see a spike in asthma-related hospitalizations? If you have asthma and are having difficulty breathing despite medication, it's time to check in with your doctor so you can help avoid landing yourself in the hospital this season. To learn more about managing your asthma, visit www.luma-edu.com. That's LUMA-edu.com. This message is brought to you by Amgen and AstraZeneca.
Workers in California cut and polish man-made stone for countertops, showers, and more. Without proper protections, workers breathe in harmful dust from the artificial stone material, which puts them at risk of developing silicosis. California employers are required to protect their employees from harmful silica dust by providing proper equipment and training. Stop dusty and deadly practices. Learn more at worksafewithsilica.org. This is a message from Cal OSHA.
Substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so, as a Black woman in recovery, hope must be loud. It grows louder when you ask for help and you're vulnerable. It is the thread that lets you know that no matter what happens, you will be okay.
When we learn the power of hope, recovery is possible. Find out how at startwithhope.com. Brought to you by the National Council for Mental Wellbeing, Shatterproof, and the Ad Council.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Worried about eviction? You have rights, and Stay Housed LA can help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between LA County, the City of Los Angeles, and local service providers. From Lancaster to Long Beach, we're here to help you with tenant education workshops, legal clinics, free legal services for eligible tenants, and online resources about tenant protection laws. Don't face eviction alone. Call our hotline at 1-888-694-0040. That's 1-888-694-0040. Or visit stayhousedla.org. Stay Housed LA, keeping Los Angeles residents in their homes. Stay Housed LA, your rights, your home, our community. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
That morning chill means truck season.
5 more minutes.
No snoozing. Do it all in a Chevy Colorado or Silverado, including the class-leading range of the Silverado EV.
Talking to me?
Work, play, hauling, off-roading, a Chevy truck can take it all.
Okay, I'm up.
Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 and Colorado pickups when you finance with GM Financial. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
1.9% APR for 36 months. Monthly payment is $28.60 for every $1,000 you finance. Example down payment 24.5%. Plus finance with GM Financial. Some customers may not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 9/30/24.
We're not for everybody, but we're for everybody. You're listening to KBLA Talk 1580.
You are. Phone lines are packed. Loving that. And so let's do that. Let's talk. We can go over all of these measures and all of these races. We can go over that. We've got plenty of time. The results will keep coming in. But right now, I think we need to be in conversation, in fellowship. We need to talk each other off the ledge. We fight on. That's what we do. Let's see, Jamal from LA. It's your turn.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone at KBLA. I'm not in shock. America no longer can shock me with what's really going on here. I think the best thing we can do is to learn from this experience and move on. We got to teach our story and not his story. We got to concentrate more on the local issues and local voting. There's plenty of power in that. Plenty.
Yeah.
And so we have to push on. This is not the end, you know. This is a new phase we're walking into, and the orange phase, all I can say, the man got dementia. He needs help, and hopefully he'll get some. His VP got dementia too. I don't know what else is going on, but
yeah, he's just
I really believe
crazy.
That, that we can learn from this experience. Keep it positive, get up, stand up for your right, keep your head up, and let's keep on moving on because of course, people are disappointed. Everybody's not processing this the same way.
Yeah.
I understand that, especially those who have
some
been
people are crying, some
inundated
people
by
are
news
laughing to keep from
and
crying. Yeah.
Yes, all of that, So, but hey, let's keep on moving forward. That's the best I can tell the family. Much love and respect. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jamal. And, that's coming from Jamal, who's a teacher, knows a little something about telling our side of the story. And yeah, we got to process it how we process it, right? Yes, we fight on. Yes, we tell our story. Yes, we don't black down. Yes, we cry, we pray, and yes, we look locally. We've had some bad setbacks locally here, though, as well in the state of California. Prop 36 passing overwhelmingly. Looks like Measure 6 is going to pass too, though that's good. Also, minimum wage raise. Looks like it's passing, at least so far. Measure 32 is up by a good 4 points. So we'll see, because a lot more votes are still to be counted. We're going to Dwight from the city of Compton. Good morning, Dwight.
Dominique, Hotep. Good morning, KBLA family. Good morning, Tavis, Miles, everyone there at KBLA. Thank you, Dominique, for being our voice. And one thing, Dominique, we have to realize sometimes an illness has to be exposed before we can cure it. And when you think about it, the slave ships arrived in America at 1619. America became a country in 1776. So we've been racist longer than we've been a country. So
I'm laughing, Dwight, because I just envisioned a sign, racist since 1776. Yeah, or 1619 or something.
Yeah, and sometimes our illness, when we go to the doctor, we sad and shocked sometimes when we discover what's wrong. But sometimes you have to diagnose an illness before it could be cured, and it just showed us how much of America is still racist, and it's something we should have already known because we've been standing in line for our democracy for a long, long time, for 405 years. We've been standing in line. And they keep telling us, and letting people pass us by, and we look inside the restaurant, but we still haven't been served our democracy, Dominique. But
not a multiracial democracy. No, we haven't been served that yet. But the only way we get that is when we serve ourselves. And I think you're right, Dominique. Dwight. We have to face the music. I believe Americans, at least Black Americans, we've proven that already, but Americans in general. And, I'm sorry, one of my white woman friends was on my timeline yesterday saying, I know lots of white women that voted for Kamala. Okay, well, you live in California, and I'm glad to hear it. But, do I trust that? I mean, on a widespread level, no. So, we got to do it for ourselves, just like we've always done.
Dominique. And one thing, Dominique, I realized Mississippi is 40% Black. So you would think out of every 10 politicians, 6 should be elected by the white population and 4 should be elected by the Black population. So how is Mississippi 40% Black and only had Benny Thompson, one person, representing all that 40% of Mississippi? But there's certain parts I know of Mississippi have Black officials, but we just have to keep forcing America to live up to what it says is a democracy.
Yeah.
And like we said, we keep fighting. Still we rise, like Maya Angelou said. So, Dominique, we're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep being Black. And I guess the racists going to keep being racist. So we just going to face the music and keep going, Dominique.
Yes, indeed. Real Justin on Linnea says, I'm not crying. I'm going to be staying positive. I love that. And Paul is asking, where am I seeing Prop 6 passing? He says he's not seeing it. He says, yes, 45, no, 54. Okay, so where I'm getting my numbers is from, and again, that's why I say these numbers are super preliminary. I'm getting my numbers from the LA County Registrar of Voters. That's where I typically look, unless a race has been called. Sometimes I will go with what the papers print, but typically, like these results that I'm reading to you right now from the LA County Registrar of Voters, they're updated as of 3:46 a.m. So I'm, again, I could be wrong. What I'm looking at is the Registrar of Voters according to their update as of 3:46 a.m. and 7 seconds shows that Measure 6 is passing. Now, that could be wrong with these, especially with the city and state propositions. We see them change over days and weeks. LA Times has called, obviously, and others have called the district attorney's race for Nathan Hochman. I see that as a loss for us, but let's go to JW calling us from LA. Good morning, JW.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I am blessed in the face of madness.
Yeah, we all are blessed and highly favored in spite of ourselves. That's why we were able to wake up this morning. Even though I stayed up all night because I refuse to stress, but I've been aware and just researching and paying attention and waiting for the mainstream news that actually make any reference to maybe some Trump's election deniers that were over the counting of the votes in various different states, mainly some of the swing states, and I never heard no type of dialogue on that at all. And I kind of thought that was suspect.
Well, I mean, we're going to find out, as the days and weeks go forward. We're gonna hear a lot of things that are suspect. But
well, of course, I agree with you.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, we're not going to be pulling a January 6th. Democrats will concede, and we'll do all the other things that we do because, as all true activists say, voting is just one tool in our toolbox, right? It's just one tool in our toolbox, yeah.
And you know what? Let me say this before you let me go. Who's that? Gil Scott Heron? The revolution will not be televised because we're going to have to unite, be one-minded, and come up with some plans and formulate it and put it into action. And humanity is the most important thing on the face of this earth that God created. If we come together as one, we can accomplish a lot.
Yeah.
And the Constitution said, we the people have a good morning. Take care.
Yeah, God bless. Look, it might not be televised, but it'll probably be live streamed, and it definitely will be on the radio. We are KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Bree Wood with 4 things you should know from BIN News. Our election coverage continues with Vice President Kamala Harris expected to speak this morning after losing her Democratic bid to become the first woman in the Oval Office. Abortion rights protections were passed in 8 U.S. states on Tuesday. Arizona, Colorado, Nebraska, Maryland, Missouri, Montana, Nevada, and New York all passed measures that would amend their state constitutions to establish a woman's right to abortion. World leaders are congratulating Donald Trump over Tuesday's victory. Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky said on X that he appreciated Trump's commitment to peace through strength, and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called Trump's victory a powerful recommitment to the great alliance between Israel and the U.S. And switching gears, Hurricane Rafael is barreling toward Cuba and could be headed toward the U.S. Rafael is now the 11th hurricane of the 2024 season and one of the few to happen in November. Get BIN News on demand 24/7 at BINnews.com.
Lowe's knows you want to get more value for the holiday. That's why, as a My Lowe's Rewards member, you get new member deals every week on everyday essentials, tools, and more. Program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for full details, subject to change.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
Paul George is back in town. The former Clippers star will be in the lineup tonight for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Clippers and Sixers are meeting up tonight at the Intuit Dome. George signed with the Sixers as a free agent in the summer after playing 5 years with the Clippers. The Clippers won't have to worry about Sixers center Joel Embiid. The NBA suspended Embiid for 3 games for shoving a columnist Saturday in the Sixers locker room. Embiid was upset with Marcus Hayes of the Philadelphia Inquirer for a column he wrote about Embiid. The suspension will cost Embiid $1.63 million. The Lakers are at Memphis tonight, final game of a 5-game road trip. The Lakers are 1-3 on the trip. Dodger star Shohei Ohtani underwent surgery Tuesday to repair a torn labrum muscle in his left shoulder. Ohtani hurt his shoulder sliding into second base in Game 2 of the World Series. The Dodgers said Ohtani will be ready for spring training. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson on KBLA Talk 1580.
Beloved Entertainment and the Miracle Theater Foundation presents Sweet Spot live with KBLA's own Angelique Francis, Sunday, November 17th. Angelique is live on stage featuring storytellers from the community, colorful and provocative, for us and by us, celebrating our strength and our fire. Come hang out with us as we walk through our neighborhoods, even down our dark alleys, because just around the corner, there's laughter, misplaced miracles, unspeakable pain, and yes, forgiveness. It's all happening Sunday, November 17th, 4 p.m. at the Miracle Theater in Inglewood, 226 South Market Street. Last year, audiences raved. Best show in decades. An unforgettable night. Groundbreaking. Sweet Spot Live was thought-provoking and enlightening. Standing ovations begging for more. Please, more. It was a great night. So back by popular demand, it's Sweet Spot Live with Angelique Francis. Get your tickets right now at themiracleinglewood.com. That's themiracleinglewood.com. We'll see you in the Sweet Spot.
But now, since we know how you really feel, it's how we feel.
Don't try. Don't try. Yeah, Donald Trump. 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 Yeah.
I like white folks, but I don't like you. All the in the hood wanna fight you. Surprise the nation of Islam ain't tried to find you. Have a rally out LA, you know what's up. Home of the ride and King Ride, we don't give a black students ejected from your rally. What? I'm ready to go right now, your racists did too much. I'm about to turn Black Panther. Don't let Donald Trump win that cancer. He too rich, he ain't got the answers. He can't make decisions for this country, he gon' crash us.
KBLA Talk 1580. We don't black down. Don't plan on it. Never have, never will. It's not in our DNA. All right, so we're going to keep taking your phone calls all morning long, all week long, all year long, and beyond until further notice. Welcoming in a guest, though, who can put some of this in perspective. He's a CEO of Fernandez Advisors. It's a consulting firm that counsels clients in management, planning, project development, and political strategy. He is the CEO of the African American Research Collaborative. We spoke with him last night. He had some great insights, hoping he'll have more this morning. Henry Fernandez, welcome.
Good to be here. I wish it was under different circumstances, but always good to talk to you.
Yeah, great to talk with you as well. After, last night you were talking about your exit polling, which sounded like a pretty, what is going on? Sorry about that. A pretty comprehensive, sampling of folks that you talked to. And I was happy to hear